Whether you're out to save the world or wanting to bring it to ruin, it's always more efficient to do it as a team. I mean, I'm sure the season premiere is a good display of that.
Wait, is that why you kept me along for so long? Oh, that's actually kind of sweet of you.
Well, of course, you're so useful and helpful and are just the best human shield.
Aw, thanks, but... Wait, what?
I mean, yeah, you're just the greatest friend! And, everyone else ran away, so I don't really have much of a choice anymore.
What a shocker. But, yeah, it's always good to have a team by our side through the thick and thin. Whether by choice or by force, I guess.
As shown by the colorful teams we have today, led by their scientific masterminds, Bugglar and the Five Dastardly Bombers from Bomberman.
And Specter and the Five Freaky Monkies from Ape Escape. He's Demon and I'm Archer.
And it's our job to analyze these characters to their fullest to find out who would win if these 12 fictional characters collide.
That really doesn't sound right.
Well, better than Team Fictional Characters Collide.
Well, you know, you could have just said when these fictional characters collide. It is a plural, and you could have skipped the number part.
Hey, Archer.
Yeah?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Bowser vs. Mario. Eggman vs. Sonic. Cortex vs. Crash. Me and that fucker next door who keeps stealing my mail. Fuck him! They all have one thing in common. Their decade-long rivalry.
Wait, when did we have neighbors? We live in hell.
What, have you ever noticed Barty McFootface over there? They've been here for the whole time, man.
For a decade?
Yeah.
Huh. I guess I'm blind. I mean, that's not even a real name, or a real person. Honestly, I'm struggling to say that was a real joke. Regardless, even the White Bomberman has his own arch rival, Bugglar, and his Five Dastardly Bombers. He, rebuilt them after their first encounter with the White Bomber.
Wait, so White destroyed his own?
The smallest of the Dastardly Bombers, though maybe avoid telling him that, is Magnet Bomber.
Magnets!
He has magnet bombs that home in on nearby enemies and giant crab mech for when situations get dire.
Golem Bomber is the muscle of the group and has the power to push bombers back, and has a large fortress that looks like a turtle.
Phantom Bomber is the brains of the team, has these Spectre bombs that sometimes go invisible, as well as a really, really cool looking Phantom, because haha, name joke mech that needs light for some reason to keep working. I guess it doesn't like the dark?
Wait, but aren't phantoms spooky ghosts?
Well, technically a phantom refers to something that is illusionary, and an illusion can exist without being able to see, and you can't see in the dark.
Yeah, I don't remember asking your fucking opinion.
But you literally asked.
Karaoke Bomber is the singer and only female of the group. She has heat-seeking bombs that go at the enemy much faster than magnet bombers, and her mech unleashes sound waves and area damage, along with missiles that all come from her fucking voice. Well, also, she seems to be wearing a dominatrix outfit. Who knows?
Moving on, before we get demonetized, the leader of the five is Plasma Bomber, who has plasma bombs that explode with exactly what you'd think something called a plasma bomb would. And a ship mech that has an Iron Man unibeam. Damn it, that's really cool.
But the meat of the 6-course meal, the big kahuna, the boss baby himself, the mighty mega Macbo, is Bugglar. Oh man, I said mighty and now I'm thinking of Mighty Bomber. I'm just sad now.
Aw, it's okay, Demon.
Shut the fuck up, Archer.
Man, you really need to quit it with that attitude.
Fuck you.
Man, after about the 75th time I hear that from you, it really starts to lose its taste.
Bugglar is able to use telekinesis, create living bombs, fly, and use regular bombs. Which is pretty done since he already had much cooler living bombs. Why the hell would he want to throw a regular bomb when he could throw a sentient being with thoughts, feelings, desires that will never be fulfilled before its life is taken away? Before it even got the chance to experience any joy in life. Why did my parents disown me?
Not gonna lie, Demon, that's pretty messed up. Do we need to get you a therapist?
No! Why do you think I have people fight to death?
Actually, no, yeah, that's a good point. I've never thought about that before. Please continue.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what the appeal is to regular bombs, Archer. I don't know anything anymore.
Anyway, Bugglar can transfer his soul out of his current body to escape death and find a much stronger host. Actually, Damon, I think that really answers your question from last episode.
Oh yeah, I think I did ask that, didn't I? Well, regardless, Bugglar's most impressive power is the ability to control living machines for his own use, like he did to the Five Dastardly Bombers. What, I didn't mention that he had these bombers under his control? Yeah, they really don't have any fucking say in the matter. Sure, Plasma was a police officer, Golem was a gentle giant, now they are dark, death, evil mans. Oh, and Karaoke.
Oh, hey, remember all those black hole feats Bomberman has? Well, he was able to convert the starry sky solar system into a major black hole. What a guy. And also he once fused all the Dasterdlys into this giant machine that the Bombers had to work together to beat. And then Bugglar fused with him.
Counteracting this required White and all his siblings and the conveniently no longer brainwashed Dastardlys to fuse into a super bomber. Even then barely defeated Bugglar. That's just how much power he holds in his hands.
Unfortunately, the Dastardly Bombers don't really have any direct feats of their own that really represent how strong they really are. Aside from one instance where they redirected the energy of a black hole into, Bomber Bros? Wait, what?
However, Plasma Bomber was able to greatly damage White Bomberman, who we explained previously was able to scale at bare minimum solar system to galaxy level power. And Plasma was able to put up a good fight against them.
They can also keep up with Bomberman, who can outrun his own black holes and fight against the quintillions of times the speed of light Sirius flying across galaxies. The Five Dastardly Bombers, even if they aren't exactly up to snuff with Bomberman, would at least be able to be in the same general region of speed, though Bugglar definitely would scale to this, maybe even scale above it.
But being the main villain of a children's video game, he obviously has to have a typical massive inflated ego, and he has so many L's under his belt. He just can't stop dying and coming back over and over again. This guy must have been classmates with Sigma and Ultron at How to Become a Recurring Robot Villain Academy. Bugglar vs. Sigma actually sound kind of nice right now.
Well, everyone has flaws, but it doesn't stop Bugglar from being a powerhouse in his own league. The entire world should be on alert when Bugglar and his 5 Dastardly Bombers appear. Who knows, this group might just be the last thing you'll ever see.
Also, Karaoke's Pretty Bomber.
Demon, that was supposed to be a twist!
I don't give a fuck anymore! Peace out!
You who dwell in darkness, you who begrudge the light, awaken, for I now bestow upon you an opportunity for revenge. Rise to your feet once more, 5 Dastardly Bombers!
If I learned anything, it's that you shouldn't give animals the same intelligence as humans. It never ends well.
Yeah, wait, when have you done that?
Yes.
That terrifies me in a spiritual way that I cannot fully explain in the tongues of mankind.
So what about this?
I'm pretty sure you just insulted somebody in a language that you don't understand.
Fuck you, I'm in brain in the jar, man.
Man, I can never really argue with you, can I? So, let's start with the story of a helmet able to increase the intelligence of whoever wears it. Big shocker, it fell into the wrong hands. Maybe just don't make a helmet that increases the intelligence of whoever wears it. Though, not gonna lie, Demon, I think you need it.
I am already smart-brained, Archer. You are a big old bag of dicks.
And you are an imbecile.
Yeah, okay, sure. You probably don't even know what 911 numbers is. But it wasn't me who took the helmet. It was White Monkey named Specter, who got his grubby little paws over the helmet and became a psychic super genius. And of course, right after he did, he created an entire army of apes to go through all of time and rule with a furry fist.
But thankfully, he was captured by a kid named Spike, ending his tyranny. And then he escaped, and a new kid did the same thing, but this time with something about pants, and then he escaped again.
But this time, the plan was something about making movies while hiding on the moon or some shit with a guy with an afro, and then he got captured. Again. Why though? Look, okay, Bugglar, I know why. The guy has fucking soul hacks. But how the fuck did they capture and then lose this monkey so many times? It's a monkey!
Well, how else would they be able to make 2 more games?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Some original new villain?
Foolish Demon, you simply do not understand the world of business. But let's backtrack to this second attempt at taking over the world, where Specter decided he needed some help, and so created 5 super powerful monkeys to help him. The 5 Freaky Monkies. Wait, why only 5?
So could you say that these freaky monkeys are quite dastardly?
Demon, we need to put a bad pun at the end, so save it to then and stop making me regret my life decisions.
Okay. Fucking killjoy. The first of the monkeys is the creative name Blue Monkey, who is basically a cop on a unicycle that has a banana gun. You know, I would do the typical banana phone parody right now, but I'm simply too good for that.
You're too good.
Banana gun!
You know, I was about to call you out, but you know what? I have nothing to say anymore.
You shut your gosh damn mouth then, you hear? Pink Monkey is the singer of the group, able to weaponize her voice to shake an entire stadium and fire projectiles. She also has a really, let's say, scary side, if you know what I mean.
Yellow Monkey should really be on a watch list. Seriously, just look at him, and the way he talks to kids, and how he rubs his body, I don't feel comfortable. Help me, Demon.
No.
Well, aside from that, he's the biggest and most tanky of the monkeys. He can even grow in size by utilizing a lot of these weird glowing banana things, and can shoot ninja stars through his nipples. I don't feel comfortable again. Please, I need an adult.
I am an adult.
No, you are not.
Oh. White Monkey is the crazy scientist slash inventor of the group that has built many machines. I say many while fully aware that all we have seen is a robot Spike and a fire-breathing dragon. Yay!
Red Monkey, the obvious leader of the group, is the one with the most muscle behind him. I mean, the guy literally grabs Tyrannosauruses and suplexes them in a wrestling ring. Man, what are up with these
Monkey!
And of course, behind all of them is the main albino himself, Specter. He's a dick.
Well, to be fair, before this he was a circus monkey that was basically abused.
And that gives him a get out of being a dick free card? I don't think that's how that works, Chief. I had the get out of being a dick card. No one else can get that shit.
Well, Your Honor, I'm just saying he has some minuscule justification. Anyways, he has the power to control minds all the way into the depths of space, with the only known way to stop it being through the use of a special helmet. Well, or if the person he targets is strong-willed enough to resist, of course. One day someone will invent a method of mind control that doesn't rely on the target having no will.
He can also utilize his supernatural psychic powers to control machinery and technology with his thoughts. Hey, that's like Bugglar! Wait, this match is thematic now! That's kinda cool!
While Demon has that stunning realization that this versus battle match has connections and isn't just some random character slapped together, even though he was the one who thought of the fight in the first place.
I'm big brain!
I'm just going to casually drop that he can do more than just utilize psychic powers. Like, he can fly, teleport, create as many clones of himself as he wants, and even generate energy force fields, shockwaves, energy balls, honestly anything you can find at generic video game possibilities R Us.
I thought they shut down.
You'd think that, but you'd be wrong. Dead wrong.
Well, yeah, they also have some fairly impressive feats. But sadly, being an early 2000s game villain, Spectre himself doesn't have much aside from that one time he tanked this exploding alien base, equivalent to nearly 3 kilotons of TNT. However, he can be scaled to the Ape Escape protagonists, such as the Ape Escape 3, Dr. Tomoki.
Demon, that isn't a protagonist. Do we need to put you into English class again?
Yes.
So even though the protagonist gets him to, what, country or more because of the explosion Jimmy took that launched him to the Earth from the moon?
Yes, now shut up and let Big Daddy talk.
Why does this episode insist on making me uncomfortable?
You see, Dr. Tomoki took this explosion on Spectre's spaceship face first, and since his station was strong enough to split the Earth in half, it's reasonable to assume that it would take around a planet-level explosion to blow it up. How much is that, Archer?
Well, doing the math, it's a lot. No, I'm kidding. It's at latest 2.7 kilotons of TNT.
Yeah, that.
Bullets and lasers are pretty common in the Ape Escape series, and dodging them is not too uncommon either. Even Spectre's own monkey henchman could react while piloting a ship that flew over the entire solar system in a matter of minutes.
Note that this is reaction speed, people, and not combat speed. There is a difference. Unfortunately, though, while he might be smart, Spectre doesn't really have the brightest ideas and makes some really, really simple mistakes.
In Ape Escape 3, when he was planning on splitting the Earth in half, his reasoning was so that the monkeys can keep one half while the humans can have the other. I think the issues speak for themselves.
Yeah! Sure took him more than just half.
You could not have missed the point more if you literally were shooting away from it.
Wait, how can an issue speak for itself? Issues don't have mouths.
Issues or no, Specter is a genius mastermind. Never drop your guard, for that'll be the last thing you do when the PlayStation's smartest monkey and his freaky monkey team make their next great move.
Bananas!
Yes, thank you for your input.
Hello there, human friends. How are you today?
Spectre, you're up to no good again, aren't you?
No, I wouldn't say that. We superior monkeys are just offering to rule over you weak and foolish human.
Alright, for the last time this season, let's show off the prediction we have for the episode.
Yep, see you all after the fact.
Okay, so let me be real with all of you for a moment. I'm only making this since Demon needed predictions for the episode, and since I once again don't know much about the characters outside of a little bit for Bugglar, since I've only played Bomberman Hero and Bomberman R, great games by the way, I'm just gonna be going off Versus Battle Wiki, the stats that Demon said for Bomberman in the last episode, and Leopold the Brave's videos on Specter and the Monkey 5 and Universes. So yeah, I could do more research, but honestly, meh. Hey, looking at Specter, he seems pretty alright. His base kit is cool, helmet that can control the monkeys, he can fly, got all the Naruto powers, got the cool dual lightsabers, yeah, all that cool shit. The Monkey 5 seem to be competent too. Blue's gun and bike go burr, yellow is fat, pink can sing people to death, white is smirk, and red can fight well. Spectre himself is like town thanks to that base exploding, but due to scaling he's superior to a guy that survived a space station bigger than the moon blowing up in said guy's face, so, you know, Moon to Small Planet Spectre, pretty cash money. Monkey 5 aren't Moon sadly, but thanks to that Spike guy surviving an explosion on the moon that could be seen from space, you know, them being continent, I guess, is semi-cash money. Also, they should be comparable to other minion monkeys that can fly very fast spaceships and dodge bullets, yada yada yada, so you know, hypersonic to FTL, which is also neat. One last thing, Spectre can mind control people, or not soon. For the bombers, Bugglar himself is pretty spooky. I mean, he's casually creating black holes and controlling them with nothing but a thought. And those can destroy stars, solar system, absorb light, so kinda yikes. If that's not all, he should scale to White Bomberman, who does crazy shit on the regular. Fighting Galaxy the Universe, I believe, busters on the daily, fighting them in places where his reaction speeds need to be very FTL to keep up, and yeah, makes Bugglar very strong. The Dastardly Bombers on the other hand, I mean, each of their names relate to the super cool bomb they can use. Magnet can throw magnet bombs that can attract people. Golem's got the big bombs. Karaoke got love bombs that can float, I guess. Phantom, who can create clickbait bombs and is also smart. And Plasma got the fancy. Take a wild guess. Plus, whenever Bugger is bored, he can just fuse all the bombers into one giant robot bomber that can use all the powers of them at once. The stats for the Dastardly Bombers in particular are hard to pin down, but I guess he should scale to White Bomberman when he's not going at his all, so like fucking continent to planet? Sure, that's how that works. And well, would you look at that? And sadly, I think we're gonna have to call Peter, because a bunch of intergalactic robots are about to murder these poor monkeys. Granted, it won't be a total blowout, a huge stomp, unlike last episode, but the Bombers got the better stats overall. Sure, the Monkey 5 would scale the Spike where he survived that constant, I guess, level explosion, but the Dastardly Bombers fight White Bomberman all the time and he's surviving way more crazy shit than whatever a guy with a neck can do. Abilities aren't gonna matter much between all of them anyway, since they're pretty standard kits, you know, bombs and special powers, that's it. The clear difference in this debate, however, is Bugglar and Specter. Yes, Spectre has better durability than the Monkey 5, scaling to the guy that survived the no moon station blowing up in his face. But I don't think Spectre is in the same league with a guy who can create black holes on the regular, and you know, and scales to, hey, White Bomberman, who can apparently reach universal to multiversal levels of strength. Bugglar is super duper powerful, and Spectre's mind control ain't gonna work here since A, those with a strong mind can easily resist it, and, you know, Bugglar isn't the most weak-minded person. He's a galactic tyrant? Black hole maker? Yeah. He ain't gonna be affected by a low-level monkey controlling him. And B, if Spectre tries any shenanigans by trying to mind control the Dastardly Bombers, Bugglar can just mind control them back, because he does that all the time. He controls the bombers, or resist it affecting the bombers too. Heck, Bugglar can just fucking fuse all of them and boom, mind control is going to be the least of Specter's worries. I'll give credit to the Monkey 5 as maybe they themselves could beat up the Dastardly Bombers by themselves with high difficulty, but throwing in Bugglar makes this a very much one-sided match. That's English apparently. Heck, call me ballsy, but Bugglar could perhaps solo the other side with no assistance from the Bombers at all. He's that strong, according to my half-assed prediction anyways. Speaking of which, it's the end, so hopefully I was right, or perhaps I was wrong. I have no interest to play Ape Escape anyways, so RIP. Hope you all enjoyed, and fuck, I haven't made a pun this episode. This fight surely was the...
After a long, hard debate that resulted in the loss of many lives, Archer and I have decided on the winning team. The winners are Bugglar and the Five Dastardly Bombers.
There were bodies everywhere.
They all were monkeys.
The bananas. Anyways, explaining this battle isn't exactly too difficult a task. There's actually one pretty big issue the monkeys can't really escape. The Freaky Monkey 5, they're pretty much useless. Even if they all somehow compare deducted to monkeys surviving what might be a planet-level explosion, that still pales in comparison to the bombers being able to redirect the energy of a giant black hole.
And if you want to know how strong that is, it could potentially be around 20 teraflow. Several millions of times greater than anything the monkeys have scaled to. Even in speed, they were outmatched. Yes, they scaled to the monkeys who can pilot a ship that travels the solar system. But remember, the bombers scaled to Bomberman.
The same Bomberman that fought Sirius, who travels past galaxies in the Omnicube. And last time I checked, the galaxy is way bigger than the solar system, and she was crossing them faster than the monkey's ship crossed that said solar system.
Specter himself, however, fared mildly better, mostly because of his mind control powers. Unfortunately, Bugglar can do the same thing, and since the guy is a lot faster than Specter, he's most likely going to be able to use his mind hacks on Specter way before the reverse. And let's not forget that Bugglar's a brutal genius, while Specter commonly makes stupid errors. Bugglar is not only faster, but is also more likely to use his powers in a battle than Specter is.
So while Specter and the monkeys did have a solid win con, they just couldn't match against Bugglar and the Dastardly Bombers' significantly higher stats.
Seems that in this freaky fight, the monkeys met a dastardly fate that they couldn't escape.
The winner is Bugglar and the Five Dastardly Bombers.
Next time on Fictional Characters Collide.
Imagine me and you and me, no matter how they toss a dice, it ends with me, the only one for me.